Well, I just got to bust in here right now. I just got to bust in here and say 50 women broke history today going through the Marine basic training. And I think it's San Diego. I didn't catch the name of the base that they went through. But this is the first time in history. Maybe there was 100. I can't. Though I wish this was Spectrum. But I'm listening to Nora McDonald. Because I just love that woman. And I just like to catch her the evening news, which is always so good. But I was making dinner. And I caught the story. And I just had to start a video. Because this is a big deal. Really big deal. That's my girls, boy. I'm proud of them. I'm telling you. AC is coming close. Because it is about the women. Women are going to rule. Now, I say 12 women are going to rule. But, oh my God. I'm feeling so good right now. I just had to fire this thing back up. Oh, praise. That does tickle me, though. That does make me feel good. Because they never opened it up for women to coexist with the men, and this is big. Really is big. Really is big. Yep. May 6th. I remember that day. It's a good day. Oh, it tickles me. Yeah. I just had to bust in. I'm going to get the box. I'm going to pause this a minute. I didn't pause this after all. So I ran out there and I just been talking to myself. Because I just I must not hit it when I left. Oh, I ain't got my glasses on and I'm kind of blurry there. But I made, Larry the Cable Guy is promoting this. I'm not sure the company that made it's like a hamburger helper. I've had it in my cupboard for a while. It's been in there for a while. So anyway, I thought I'd found a hamburger today, and I was going to make a manwich. Then the last minute, I said when I went to the store, I seen a whole bunch of hamburger helper. I knew I had some, so I didn't buy it. They had it marked down. I should have bought some, but I was unlimited funds because my card only had $16, so I had to get what I really wanted. So I didn't buy any. Hope it's still there on the 12th. And then I will stock up on a couple boxes. I like that hamburger helper. But anyway, I ain't tasted it yet. But I cut back on because it called for 2 cups of water and 1 cup of milk. So I just put 1 in a 3/4 cup of milk because I don't like it all runny. I like it thick. And I added a 4-ounce can of mushrooms. It said you could do that. It looks good, smells good. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. And anyway, I must have not paused this when I said I was going to go out and get or when I meant to pause it. Something happened. But I threw the box out. I like to get all the garbage out of here before when I go take it to the curb. I don't know why everybody's out tonight. Maybe they know something. I don't know. But maybe it's going to be raining in the morning. Maybe that's it, because I was just starting to sprinkle when I took it to the curb. Well, that's good. That's good. I didn't take no recyclables. No, I usually go 2 weeks on them. I was going to wash gallon jugs and all that, but I changed my mind. I'm not down south where everybody needs them. And they got a system going on where they pick up recyclables. So I will go with the rest and just put them in the recyclables. This girl got accepted to like 29 or 26 schools. I like this 6:30 news. But I got to watch her in prison a little bit. But I hated it when there wasn't a woman anchor nowhere. Then they did something with the cable that brought 19 in prison. Because for a while there we was on some kind of a mess, and I couldn't pick up 8 or 19. I forget what the deal was. But there was something wrong with the cable out there. And but I'm missing this story that's going on right now. Something about a love affair. Wow. But I am really excited about the Marines. That really that pumped me up good. And oh well. I'm getting 7 o'clock already. OBG didn't call like she said. Something must have came up. She knows I want to talk to GMAC before she leaves, so they'll probably do it tomorrow. I count on her. I'm pretty sure she will. She knows we really want to talk to her. But that whole situation, I want to use pisses me off, but it does. I think she should stay in Grafton, really do. But they sure used her up as an intern. They sure did. But anyway, let me see. I'm letting that cool down. I got it in my bowl. I think I'll have a glass of milk to go with it. I bought some milk today. But I cut the liquid way down, and it's still not totally thick. It's still kind of runny. So I don't know what they want so much liquid in there for. And he's talking about all you need is a fork and a box of wine. But I don't think he's eating this stuff by the directions they give you. Because you darn sure ain't going to be able to eat it with a fork. Because I put a spoon in there because it is still some pretty serious. It ain't thick. I'd like it a little thicker. But anyway, it looks good though. So anyway, I got dinner done. I was thought about hot dogs on the grill, but I didn't do that. I told Ashley I was thinking about a hot dog because they had hot dogs out there for Appreciation Week. And Thought I'd grill some hot dogs, but I changed my mind. I'm tempted to bring that one bench up from the basement, put it on the porch, just leave it out there. I can sit on that. Yeah, probably do that. Cause I didn't. I was at my neighbor's house, and I thought that was one of them Chrysler. Oh, they got a name for them, but it's come to find out it was a 2008 Chevy, looking like the Chrysler. It was. Got it for $500, and it's really looking good. A few things wrong with it, but the body, no rust on it. Said the little old lady had it and put a lot of miles on it. Must have kept it in the garage. But it's really nice. Oh, there she is. O'Donnell. Nora O'Donnell. She's a real classy looking lady. She dresses classy, and she just looks so classy. Sometimes when I'm up late or wake up late, I put her on, and she does something on CBS in the middle of the night. I forget what they call it, but she's pretty good. Because I've missed, I keep getting brain farts when I want to. I've watched her for a lot of years. Oh, what the heck's her name? But she retired. That makes me mad. I can't think of her name. I hate when that happens. I really do. But anyway, I didn't finish watching 49A that I put on. I got it started. Then I got a hunger pain and realized I didn't eat much today, so thought I'd make dinner. It's so nice to be able to do that. To just, just do what you want when you want to do it. So many years of eating junk food from the commissary. And it was junk food most of the time, junk food. Now, I didn't realize I have quite a few cans of mushrooms, the little 4-ounce cans. I got 3 or 4 of them in there. And I buy stuff up when they got it marked down. I buy them up. Like today, they had them Italian cut green beans. I knew I was close to what I wanted to get. I didn't have much, but I picked up a can. They have them down to 65 or 69 cents, and that's a pretty good price. So I bought them, 1 can. But I had probably 80 cents left, so I came in pretty close to my $16 that I had. And I got, the bread, I couldn't find I like to get the 50-cent bread where they mark it down. But they only had it marked down to 99 cents. So I went ahead and bought it. I'd still saving $1 almost. It's so tomorrow they probably mark it down to 50 cents. What they don't sell for 99. I don't mind that bread. I was telling OBG today about it. I generally toast it or make toasted cheese sandwiches out of it. Very seldom, even in the sandwich though, if I make a sandwich with it, it don't matter if it's a little stale. I put butter and mayonnaise on there, or mustard, and it all works good. It all works good. It's good bread. It just gets to expiration date. But the critters eat more bread than I do. My critters. I love my critters. Came close to the cat today. She was sunning herself. She was in the sun because she was curled up at the end of the building back there. And I came around the corner and she scooted up pretty fast. And I hated that I scared her. But she was resting. I like to see her when summertime comes and she gets rid of the fur and see what her new coat is going to look like. Because she got interesting markings. She's gray, but it's got like a dark, like a Siamese almost, but only it's the wrong color. But I really like her. I don't know. Them plates do get kind of messy when you lay them out there, because you got the birds come and different things. So I don't mind washing them. So each night they get a clean dish. It's just I just feel better about it. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Ashley probably ain't watching Wheel of Fortune no more because she's working on 2 jobs, but she likes this show. She watches it. Before I got this new package, I wasn't getting 19. So I only got to see it like once or twice a week on ABC, what I was getting. So that's when I had the antenna. I was surprised that was on every day. I didn't know that. But it's all good. I only got about a quarter of the way into the video I made this morning. And I got to take that pad out and scratch down notes so I can pick up where I left off or ran off on a tangent. I'm good at that, running off at a tangent. I do that all the time. I just find something, and I know I got something interesting about it, or interesting to me anyway. But oh, I'm a trip. But I am the AC. That I know. Because I took a break from making dinner and I went in the mirror and I asked Jesus, I'm doing the right thing, ain't I? Just double checking. I did something like that. And I feel I'm doing the right thing. This YouTube is the right thing. But got my light off, can't see the flag. Yeah, it's trying to rain out there. Everybody puts the barrels or the cans out in the morning, the trash container. I don't know what's up. But I figured I'm going to join them. I like to fit in. My yard looks as good as any of them out there. I just got to get some flowers growing. This my neighbor right straight across. He's got his flowers behind the fence. You really can't see them too good unless you look from one angle, and you can only see a couple of them. But they were working on them today. They planted some. We'll see if I can find some somewhere. Buy a couple plants, something cheap, and put a couple in. And then let the English daisies do what they will. But it's all pretty, I'm glad I got all that wire off the side of the building. That was looking pretty bad. There's a few holes where the screws were, but you got to get right up on top of them to see that. Yeah, I like it. But the back is getting to be a mess. But they own another house just down where Angela lives. They ain't mowed hers neither. And they did that last year. They mowed it last year, but that was part of the plan, I guess. But I figured they just do it at their time, so I'm just doing the front. Keep up with the. I do like the look of it. To have it mowed. I'm probably gonna mow it Saturday. I'll probably mow it again because it's growing pretty fast. But them little clippers I bought look really good. They cut really good. A pretty good deal for $6. Pretty good deal. I like them. Yep. It is funny show, that Wheel of Fortune. It is a pretty good show. So anyway, I want to finish watching that video and eat my dinner and get back to you later. Yeah. Wow. Boy, my dinner turned out really good. Really had it I have to say, perfect. It was really good. I was going to put the other half in the refrigerator, but I decided to freeze it. I had room for it. So that'll be good sometime down the road. My phone just been saying update now, so I finally got to do it, and it took about 5 minutes to go through the update. I love it. Oh, I know what I like to watch tonight. I got Mom on now. I like Mom. And I like Rebel. She comes on at 10 on ABC. I remember this from last week. But anyway, I did more weeding, cutting with them little clippers. My arms, I feel some burn in there. And I am kind of tired. But got the critters fed. And it's raining out. Not hard, nice gentle rain. I threw the bread out anyway. I figured they've been getting it pretty early, so they probably have it going by now. If I go out and look, it's probably gone. Because I have been consistent about a week now, getting to that pill call time. But anyway, I'm going to pause this again. Just trying to think of this video, and I remember I was really excited about the women Marines, and that's why I started this video, 49B. But I guess I got more of a workout with my cutters and bending over and taking a ride. Cause my knees are kind of burning, and drink some coffee. I just made a pot. You know, I got a couple mice. I call them critters too. They're little demons. They get up on my table because I had my cat food up on the table. They chewed a hole in the bag, little buggers. So I put them in coffee cans, and I put them where they can't get to them. I should say that they get they're everywhere. Except I don't think they got to the top of the refrigerator yet. Because I got my cereals up there and stuff. None of that's been chewed into yet. But they're only about this big. They're cute little buggers. But so I give them a handful of cheese puffs. They like them. Give them something to eat. But I like to see them run around. They're kind of cute. They're shy though. They won't eat in front of me. They always want to. They hide. I'm not there. But I think they got a way to get to the basement. That's where the water is. And they come through the office and go through there. Because I think they got a hole carved out in the door where a little cubby hole box or panel that you can get into the pipes, I figure. That's the where they go into. But anyway, wild cats on the porch and little baby mice in here. But they don't seem to grow any bigger. Because I've been having them little mice for the longest. I don't know the story. I'd always thought mice grew into rats, but apparently not. But I don't know if I'm going to make it for Rebel or not. But I'm thinking I'm going to make this one of the short videos. And but anyway. That is a funny show. Even though the little blonde ain't on there no more for some reason. She wasn't on here last week. They replaced her with that big blonde, the one who used to be on Third Rock. She's funny. I know her name, but I can't think of her. I know her if I see it. But she's a funny girl. I don't know what happened to the other ones. Oh, it's the season finale next week. Chuck Lorre's got that show too. Yeah, I think Be Positive. That's a pretty funny show. But anyway, it's weird watching your video. You know, it's weird, kind of weird. And it was funny. I was kind of into it. And it said something about critters. And so I looked up at my clock, and it was time to feed the critters, you know. So 24 hours ago, I was feeding critters. Got a kick out of that. Well, I'm telling y'all to bear with me. And I don't know. I kind of mean that. Hang out. Keep me as background noise. But I gotta check my battery. Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, it's all good. But this is the, like, In '78, I used to really get into it. I'd really be into the spirit and like the craziness of driving with the speedometer straight up and down, making me go 82 mile an hour when I knew the speedometer speed limit was 55, 65 at top. And they generally would let you go 10 miles over the speed limit anywhere, at least 9 miles. But I kept doing it all the way down there. And looking back on it, it's insanity. But I don't know. When I got here in February, and I had a story about the 12 goddesses, and not everybody bought into it, but a few did. And so now, here it is. What is that? 78? I don't have to bust my brain no more. I don't have to bust my brain on simple math. Okay, like 42, 43 years ago. Wow. That's a long time. And now I got Facebook, WhatsApp, and now all of a sudden I got this whole new medium, if that's the right word, of YouTube. And it's allowing me to be, I said this last night, allowing me to be free like I've never really been free, because word of mouth, that's what I'm counting on more than anything. I ain't got enough power right now to get on TV and say, hey, watch, I'm here. Although OBG told me I could write something up on Facebook, on my story, where I post a picture every day for my story. I should be able to write something. I got to ask Gordon about that, because I've seen his story sometimes, Bob. He writes, I'm thinking about doing something like that if I figure it out. It's too late to call him now, but I keep wanting to call him. But I can just write him. One thing about Gordon, I write him, and he gets to me. He gets to it eventually. And he spends quite a bit of time looking at, because he watches my story every day. Now, when I did told him about YouTube, my first 30 videos was basically vulgar, to some disgusting, and I did them. I thought I thought I was doing talking to the ones who thought it was cute or sexy or whatever the word is. But I got, I think, good 5 now. 5 that's appropriate for anybody. The 5 that I think I'm on the 4th one now. I'm rolling back, and I get close to it. I kind of step over the border a little bit, but I catch myself. But still need parental guidance, I think. Probably will always, which is good. I said somewhere that them's the point-sized protesters I'm trying to reach that do have parental guidance in their life, preferably a mom and dad. But even if, there is so many single moms these days, A whole lot more than there is single dads. But there is some single dads too, though. But uh, if if they I'm not really being too far off though, too far off the mark. I might nothing what you hear on TV though. The basic shows. But anyway, I got I don't know how to stop running off on tangents, and I don't know. It didn't work out me making notes. I don't even know how to begin doing that. I try to catch myself if I see something, or even like the other day I was talking and 750 came up, and I knew that was something that I wanted to address. About the semi. I said 750, and I meant to say 7,500. And so I run off on that, and then forgot where I was when I ran off. But I got a feeling, a hope, a desire that people can get into me and do find me, I want to say, fascinating. Because in so many ways I am. I really am. I can't sing and I can't dance. I can't even do nothing in the bedroom right now. So it ain't about that. It's just about the AC. The AC is a reality that's coming into to being. And I really believe that. I really believe it. And today I only went up 2 from yesterday, 2 views. But I was looking at on the phone before my phone updated, and I couldn't check because it was took a long time. It must have been a pretty good update. No, I did the wrong one. Oh, I wrote GMAC, but I didn't get the right. I didn't get the right OBG, and I wanted to. Like I do have, for some reason, 48A is getting more views than 47B did. And 46 has got more hits than the one ahead of it and behind it. So that, to me, has to do with word of mouth. And like I was saying, I don't have enough money to get on TV and advertise for my like when the election comes, everybody's spending millions of dollars on TV commercials, and I'm totally word of mouth, and that's totally what I got going on. It's totally word of mouth. And I was talking about, excuse me, my story on Facebook. Put it on there that how to find me. At first, I used to say I'll put my email, but that ain't how you find me. You got to find my name, Frederick Greiners. Then you've got to get the other way with OBG and GABBIE, and that's the title of the videos. So now about 3 weeks ago, I get a message. I get a lot of messages on text, on my phone number. I get a lot of, and I always say, send a picture, because I don't, sometimes it's people that I blocked and I don't really want to be bothering with them. And so she sent a picture and said she don't do that. She said she generally don't do that, send pictures to a stranger. And I kind of like that. She's a full-size woman, kind of cute looking, blonde hair, short blonde hair. And but then she disappeared, and she ain't there. I just, like I said, there's a lot of people, so I kind of forgot about her. But I had 2 messages from her tonight, and instead of writing, I just hit the spot where you can do 12 minutes and 44-second voice message. So I sent her 3 or 4 minute message, and she's supposed to have a job, and but then she makes a comment about something about her phone. She had a faulty phone. Got a job, most generally you get another phone or get it fixed. I couldn't go without a phone. I'd have to figure out something. If my phone goofed up, I'd figure out something. Get another one of my old ones working, or I'd do something. I wouldn't be without a phone at this point in my life. My phone is I can't imagine life without a phone. I can't. I just can't. I sleep with the darn thing. I do. I have it in I forget who used to tell me to turn it off, but I don't turn it off. I don't. And I answer if somebody calls, and if I don't like them, I block them. Because I do get a lot of calls for Mary, and I made an exception to that one time where I didn't block him, and I started talking to this guy from San Diego, but he got goofy. So I just blocked him because I couldn't get into him, and I don't like anybody that puts women down. That's why I used to have trouble in prison with the guy that was my therapist before Bohatti. He was married and he'd always throw this in his face, but I thought he was a homosexual. Down deep, I think down deep he was a homosexual because he had a very negative outlook on women, and he's a Catholic and all that, and but I used to hate that. I would hate that, and it got to the point I forget what happened. I guess he got scared of me over something. Oh yeah, I got to put this on here. He told me a story about a rabbit he bought for his daughter, and she stopped taking care of it, so he had to start taking care of it. So he's telling me this story because he said he wasn't sleeping good, and I was just curious why he wasn't sleeping good, because most generally there's a reason why you can't sleep. If I've been around enough doctors to know that. So anyway, he goes into details, and he tells me that his rabbit, he was feeding the rabbit, but he wasn't cleaning the pen, or the hutch, whatever you want to call it. And come to find out, maggots got into the rabbit's poop and ate it from the outside in. Maggots. Oh, I wanted to strangle him. I just did. I wanted to strangle him. How can you do that? I just couldn't conceive of anybody being so damn lazy. And I forget how it went about, but he stopped being my therapist. And I almost gotten, I forget, I got some drama about telling everybody about this. Now I'm putting it on YouTube. Should I tell you his name? He's still there. But I'm saying he don't even have a right to be somebody's therapist. You know, doing stuff like that. There's something you just don't do. You don't lock a critter up and not take care of it. You just don't do that. You know, that's like my neighbor with this dog. He irritates me. But he had it in today, so you know, he does bring it downstairs sometimes and plays, and I get to play with him. So he's doing a little better. And but anyway, the dog likes him. You know, he listens to him. So you know. But anyway, but back to the rabbit. Malinek, that's his name. I couldn't think of it to just now. Tom Malinek, born in 1968. Yeah, I'm mad as hell about that. And here it's been 2-3 years ago that I heard this story. And I'm thinking about GMAC right now. Here they got a girl. I gotta think of her age. If she's born in 95. I get brain farts, so that's why I like this calculator. So all I gotta do is punch in 2021, subtract 1995. It's so much easier. So she just turned 26. Now here's a woman that loves critters. She's got a critter. Look at my Facebook right now. Although I goofed up and there was a lustful looking woman on there because I forgot to get it on time. So if I don't get my story picture up, a woman jumps in there, and I don't know the woman. It's just one of the, I think I got 4,100 some Facebook friends, and they're all basically lustful looking women, you know, lustily dressed women, you know, and they jump in there, and I don't know how to stop it. I don't. They got something called tagging. And they do that, and that's how my profile ends up. Somebody cleaned it up for me. I think it was Star. She cleaned it up for me when I got them all off there, and she said it couldn't happen no more. But it's coming back that it is happening. But anyway, back to GMAC and critters. She makes sure the dog gets walked, fed, loved, gives it plenty of loving, and you know, like little things like putting the sun hat on it, you know, just little things you do for a critter, and that really bothered me. And here he is getting paid big bucks because he's got a lot of time in, so he's getting paid big bucks to be a therapist. And his personal life is that raggedy. Something's wrong in that picture. He shouldn't be allowed to call himself a therapist. He really shouldn't. He shouldn't even be in the system. Because I think that was a crime against God. You know, I said I haven't committed a crime since I stole that car in '74, but I got 2 or 3 felonies. But it wasn't against God. Not against God. Because God was in my heart every step of the way. You know? And, but I'm just, I guess, you know, I'm just thinking about my critters. And, I ain't ready to take responsibility for a dog or a cat. You know, as far as having to take it to the vet. Although if this cat came up on my porch and it was laying there and needed help, I probably would figure out a way to get it to a vet. You know, I wouldn't just leave it lay there to die. I would try to find a way. But I don't want the responsibility of having to clean up after a pet. Because I'm not going to be here, and I don't want to lock it in a cage or nothing where I'm going. Because sometimes I am planning on some road trips where I want to go a day or 2 or 3, whatever the case may be. And A lot of times now, like when I did the road trip to Walmart, I was planning on going all day. I don't want to lock a dog in a kennel for hours. I just don't like that. But to put a rabbit in a cage is bad enough. And he said his daughter stopped feeding it. Lost interest in it because kids do that. His daughter's, well, I think she was 16 a couple of years back. And that's when he's supposed to get rid of it. Put an ad in on Facebook, take it to a pound, do something to get rid of it because he damn sure wasn't taking care of it. You just don't throw food in something and that's it. The common sense tell you just goes in one end, it's coming out the other. You got to do something with it. You just don't leave it lay in its own filth for maggots to get there. That's bad news. That's a bad. That's bad. That's bad. Then to kill it, it killed it. Then he wondered why he couldn't sleep. It just rubbed me all wrong. I'm just thinking about him though. He has this attitude about women. First of all, he thinks he's superior to women, and that's not. That's all wrong. The bear teach you that. Papa Bear don't mess with Mama Bear with there's a cup involved. He don't mess with her. And most of the animal kingdom is like that. Mama is a mean. I ain't gonna cuss, but you don't mess with mamas. Even on the farm, the mama cow is very protective of her baby. Because sometimes they have it out in the woods or wherever. If they're in the summertime, they might have it. I have a funny story about this. When I was a kid and got my first calf, I told about this calf on 4, but I'm not going into all that. But I used to have to go get the cows in the morning, and so I think there was like 21 or 22 cows. So I used to have to count them. And so one was missing. So I'm looking, and it was a foggy morning. It was bad. So all of a sudden I seen this cow down. And I know the cow. I forget her name, but they had all the cows named, and I knew her. She was one of my, I'd give her a little more food to. And I knew she was getting a big belly, and I didn't understand why. But I thought something was eating her because she was down and something was coming out. And I thought something was eating. So I run full. I got back. I was out of breath, jumping up and down to get old Gus. I forget what I used to call him. But he had a big beard, a giant to me because I was a kid. And there's a picture in the Christine Chapel with the picture of God with the big beard. That's what this guy looked like. A big gray beard. Big, a lot bigger than mine. And big. It's come out like this. He just took his time, hits up the trailer. I'm jumping up and down. It's eating her. It's eating her. I'm yelling, screaming, crying, all kinds of stuff. He didn't pay no attention to me. So I used to stand on the tow bar on the tractor. And he didn't even go fast. He's taking his time. And I'm pointing out where she is. And when I got back there's this beautiful red and white calf, and the mom's licking it, and it's a little wiggly on its feet, but it was standing up. And, so the most horrifying story, in my mind, the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life, turned into be the most beautiful thing. So they gave me that calf, and I named it Sandy. And, oh man, this must have been about, do the math here. Well, she ended up being a first calf heifer in 60. So, had to be around late 57, early 58 figure. That's when this happened. And, oh man, that's how I got in trouble with Santa Claus. Because I wanted a collar and a chain so I could chain her up and let her, while I'm in school, I'd put water out and she could eat grass. And so I got that because I asked, because they took me down to church, and I remember seeing Santa Claus. And he, Santa Claus would ask you what you want. So I told him I wanted a collar and a chain. And I needed something to anchor the chain in with, the thing you screw into the ground. And, when Christmas came, I got that stuff, plus a few other things. I got the Lincoln log set. Forget what else I got. I had quite a bit of stuff, but my main thing was that the collar and the chain. And, this kid in the bus, I remember riding on bus 6, an old Brockway. I didn't know what it was back then, but the bus was still sitting behind the school bus garage in 89 or 90, because I stopped in there to see Les, because I used to work there in 68. And they put it in the back for storage. And when I stopped there in 89 or 90, I think it was, that darn old bus was still back there. They had for storage. So it's going a lot of years now. I don't know what's back there now, but it would be funny if it was still there, because it could survive. It's got a good paint that was off the ground, so it could still be there. I could ask Brad to go up there and look. I got a couple things I want him to do. But anyway, what's got me started off on Sandy? And the horrific thing, I know I was talking about the rabbit. Then I can't remember what got me started off on Sandy. Or the birth of her. But this would have been, so I turned, in 58, I would have turned 6. So I guess everybody should know about this by the time they're 6. I'm just saying that's what happened to me. I've seen it. You just can't see how it's made. You can't see that part. You can't. Cause they used to make me go outside the barn and look out the doors, and when they let bull loose. Oh, that was some interesting days. But in the 4-hour video that I call 4, I went into all the details of all this, and I don't know if I ever want to do that again, because I think it was Jesus' way of telling me you don't need to do that. And I think I saved that for in person. Somebody wants to know, come see me in person, and not a man. It's for a woman. Women only type thing. Try to keep these things even. See, Carhartts don't do this. Carhartts stay where you put them. These jump around a little bit. So Dickie was $20 cheaper, but the material's okay. I don't mind the material, but they ain't Carhartts. I forget how the clip was on the car. I think they had something to lock down, and it stayed where you put it. And anyway, I probably should have spent the $20 and got Carhartts. Come to think back on it. But anyway, where was I? Well, I was talking about that damn, and he calls everybody a patient, where Bo had he called us clients. I like client a lot better. But he really thought he was all that. He was in a rock band. Had long blonde hair. He dyed his hair. Who's that group? Monty Cruz, did they have a band together? But he was imitating one of them. And so he had all these stories he was telling. But he was a little short guy. He's supposed to know karate and all that. But I actually came to despise him. I still got a lot of hostility towards him, because he shouldn't even be there. G-Mac should be there. That's what I'm saying. Same with Russo. Get them two out of there. And give somebody that's worthy of the position. But I was wrong. Then to be somebody's counselor, tell somebody they'll write reports on him and all that, what he did on me. And his whole attitude about women used to irritate the hell out of me. You know? But, I know it was soon after that I got Bo Hattie as my my therapist. I forget who she traded with to get, because she had a full book of full booking, whatever you call it, and she traded somebody to him. But he used to have some people that be in his office constantly, over there constantly. And they had poor attitudes against women, And not say anything about being a homosexual or anything, but there's a lot of people with homosexual that love women. They just, but when you hate women, I don't have no room for that in this universe. I just don't. Because women is the most valuable thing on the planet. Women are. That's why we call it Mother Earth. Oops. Oh, I'm missing Rebel. Probably. This is a good show. This Rebel show is pretty good. I'm just hear the highlights of it. But I could just get off here, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for putting Malinek's name on here. But I ain't lying about him. I ain't lying. Wire us up. See who's lying. Serious. But I think there is a code of conduct for working for being a therapist. There is a code of conduct. Bo Hattie got walked out for it. So there is a code of conduct. And that's what he did is wrong. In God's eyes. I can't say what Bo Hattie did is wrong. She just fell in love. In God's eyes, there's ethics involved where she wasn't supposed to fall in love with somebody she's treating, but can't condemn somebody for being in love, And if this ever did work, I don't think it can. But if it ever did work, who's to say? She gave up a lot for it. I want to smoke. I should do the pipe, but I ain't gonna. So, wow, how did I get off on Malinek? I forget what Spatty told me about that situation. He told me something one time. So I just, I don't know. I've always liked critters. Always been around critters. My mom even had a monkey. That little bugger bit me. Right there. But that was a funny story. Came in a box from Florida. Had food and water in it, but it was only about a foot long. Called them flying monkeys. She seen it on TV and bought it. I was the one who opened up the box. Those suckers got a hold of my finger, wouldn't let go. And then he jumped from me to the dog. We had a German Shepherd. He got on that German Shepherd's neck, just like he was a horse. And he couldn't get him off. He was on there. Then it got in the curtains. But he was I'm not going to go into it, but he would do masturbate and everything. You hang in the mirror in the car, you'd think it was one of them things that you hang in the mirror in the car, but it was a live monkey. He was an evil little bugger. Forget what she called him. But she used to get a lot of critters. So anyway, I think yeah, I think I'm gonna call this a video. I probably am gonna get in a little trouble for Malinek, but can't call it slander because I'm telling the truth. Like I say, wire us up. He might deny the story, but he told me the story because I sure didn't make it up. And I'm saying he don't. He broke protocol. You know, he broke the whole. What's it called when you code of ethics? You know, you just how can you be a therapist and have that in your life? You just can't do it. He couldn't even live with himself. He wasn't sleeping. You know, he knew he was wrong. Yeah, but anyway. I ain't heard much about him. I don't know what he's doing. Last I heard he was in the RTU, had an office. No, not in the RTU. He had an office in, let me get the numbers right. I want to say B7. Yeah, I think that's it. B7. Yeah, B8, B7. Yeah. Had to think about it for a minute. Some things you do push out of your mind, you know. And I've been in them for years. But I do kind of push them out of your mind. But I heard he had an office in B7. Still seeing people. See, this is based on the life of that woman that Brockovich. Erin Brockovich is based on her. And Katie Seagal is really playing it. She's doing a good job. She really is. And I like it. I think this is about the 4th week. But I always liked Katie Seagal. She was even on she showed up as Hyde's mother on 70 Show, I believe. I think that's whose mother she was. She did that good. I like that show. Because I kind of related to the sticker on the license plate. So I had the 77 and the 78 sticker. Because I had to put that sticker on 3 vehicles, 78. I had the 77 on 3 vehicles too. But the one was already on it when I got there. The Cyclone, the Mercury Cyclone was already, Betty already had it licensed. I hope she's living. I get lost and I don't know how to find her. It goes back to this. I believe that I'm somehow going to pop up on TV, you know, now somebody's going to, hey, I know that guy, you know, and put it together. Oh, that's the one that came to Wisconsin back in 77, you know. 'Cause I came to that town and Betty was like a badass. Nobody would mess with me because they didn't want no part of Betty, you know, so I didn't get no strange. And I wasn't even looking, though, because we had a good thing. We really did have a good thing. But, you know how girls still test the waters, but nobody would test the water. Because Betty wasn't a joke. She was a pretty big girl. Yeah, I like Betty, boy. I don't know why I said like, because I sure love her. That was an incredible story. How that went down. You know, right to the dreaming of me. You know, that was pretty spooky. Really spooky. Never seen me in her life, but she was having a dream and met me in the middle of the stairways with a kiss, you know, a passionate kiss. It was really spooky because she was dreaming about me. You know, there has to be something bigger. You know, people saying there has to be, yeah, I call it Spirit of Christ. And I believe everything I do is with the Spirit of Christ. And everything getting done to me is with the Spirit of Christ. And I keep coming back to this desk, these shelves. It was all meant to be. I believe it. Not saying a lot of spooky stuff, but I remember coming into this place and seeing the archways. I overlooked the sink. The sink was a mess. But the cabinet around it looked good. And the top of the sink had the double drain boards on it. And just the one side of the sink the porcelain was all gone. I don't know what I was thinking, but it didn't take away the value of the house. And even though the basement was a mess and low, I liked it. There was something about it, the basement I liked. And I really got into it. The arches just tickled me to the core. And you got basically two of these little rooms like this. You got this one and another one, and then the big one for the master bed, which ain't that big, compared to most houses. It's a small room, but I sure loved it. It was a few days. I got a little because I only had the option of laying on the bed or sitting on a kitchen chair. They're really cheap. They're really cheap. And there was two sets. Karen said I should have took the other set. She said it before I divided it up. But I liked the table to this set. There was something about the table that I liked. And she said I should have took the other set because she did say the chairs, so she knew what she was talking about. And because everything got put in here. Because I gave him the key. And that was a problem. Because I was at the North Center and I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did it. And I got in a lot of mess. But if I didn't do that, I couldn't have got in here the 18th like I did get in here. Yeah, I miss Karen. She is a sweetheart. She just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain her. She needs somebody with some money, some serious money. And I don't want to. I like the lottery, but I ain't even played it yet. I haven't played it since I got the. I haven't played it. But it can be, and then a lot of things. She's if you seen her house, she's just got. It's just too much, I got a lot as far as food goes, but I ain't got it hanging like she's got it. I wouldn't do that. There's no way, But anyway, Karen is something else. I gotta say I love Karen. Gotta say it. I always think about, well, I have to say 30 years now. 30 years ago, we would have seen what a mixed baby looked like. we would have. we would have. But again, that's all woulda, coulda, shoulda, and all that nonsense. But yeah, I think I want to call this a video and watch. This is a good show. If anybody likes to watch, I don't know what you call it. It's some funny stuff in it. And, lawyers. A lot of diversity. There's all blacks, whites. I think there's an Oriental girl in here. I'm not supposed to say Oriental, I guess. I do like this show. I'm going to get it off here. Hey, everybody. And there's a lot of everybody's in my life. I don't know who the all 19 is. And I don't. I'm hoping it's Bo Hattie. I'm hoping she's still with me. I haven't heard. All I know is her and OBG is supposed to be going to dinner soon. Probably be the week after Mother's Day, which is next week. They could go out next week. And Now that I got my videos, my act together as far as being vulgar and all that, you can show it to people. You don't have to be worried about me and vulgarity. I'm just not doing it. And even the smoking, I'm doing good on that. Even though I want one really bad right now, but yeah, there's quite a few black people on this show. In fact, she's got a yeah, I think she's got a baby with a black guy. Yeah, I think one of her daughters is. She's got two or three husbands, exes. See, it's an interesting show. Yeah, it's an interesting show. Some nice cars. Even I think she got a Bronco. Yeah, I think this is her daughter here, and yeah, she did have a mixed baby. It is a good show. I do like it. I do like it. I like this kind of stuff. And I like Katie Seagal for a lot of years now, all the way back to Married with Children. That going back a few years because I was free. I remember watching when I was free. But anyway, people, oh, I do love talking to y'all. I do. If somebody when this idea of YouTube was told to me, I was scared of it. I really was. I couldn't see me doing this. I just, to get on the camera and just talk. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But then I made that video of my house, and I listened to it, seen the mistake I made, and I had to laugh it off and keep on going. When you make a mistake, you can't just stop and give up. You got to keep on going, and I have been keeping on going, regardless. All through well, you can't see it now because they're gone. But I did go through a lot of changes, especially when I would lose a video, and our video, I would lose it, and it would be gone. And I had stuff in there I wanted. That's why I said it. I wanted it to be heard. And at one point, I had lost like 5.5 hours. That's a lot. And that's why now I'm really wanting to go back to the Red Jeep, April 15th, and see exactly what I do have on you. Because, I don't know. But the way I got the TVs, I can, this is the only one that don't play the YouTube. But I got my phone here. The phone will play them. This will play them. It's all good. But I think I got to do something with Spectrum. I think I got to get my bill cut down. I think I'm paying too much. I think I am. I don't think I'm supposed to be paying $100 for internet. Maybe I am. I don't know. With the phone, with the TV and the internet, maybe I am. Maybe I'm supposed to be paying. Yeah, maybe I am. But I gotta start generating some money seriously, because things is going to change in September, and that's scooting right up because here we are. What's today? The 6th. Days are flying by. Time is flying by on me, and oh, I got about this much in my bowl. I put it in. I wrapped it up in with a plastic. Oh, I love them bowls. There's more in there. I can't eat a bowl full of it. Not a solid food or vegetables. I can't. I gotta leave it. But that stuff was really good. The other night I made some packaging. Instead of using the little foil pack that came with the cheese in it, I used Velveeta instead. And I just kept it. So I added that cheese in this. All I know is Larry the Cable Guy was on the front and back of the package. So whatever, I don't know the name of the product that made for him, but it was good. And it got pretty thick after it set for a while, cooled down. It actually did get quite thick. I still ate it with a spoon though. But it was relatively. I did put a can of mushrooms in it, 4 ounces, like I said. So it was really. And then I had the full pound of ground beef. It was really good, and that'd be good down the road. You know, I can put. I want to get some of this other stuff in my freezer. I want to start getting it because it's been in there a while, and you just got to dig it out. You just got to dig it out and get to the bottom of in the back. I just got to do that, and I'm sure I got hot dogs back there, and yeah. Because everything don't stay forever in the freezer. You gotta you gotta use it. But I do love my freezer though. I'm proud of that freezer. Just my containers and I got a. Oh, I did buy a pepperoni today out of that $16 I had left on my card. I did buy a pepperoni because I got cheese for pizza. I forget what it is. There's two kinds that for topping on pizza. So I load that up on the. I got two. I still got $2 pizzas from the dollar store, but I got a Tony from Figner's, and I can't eat the Tony by myself. It's a lot of pizza, but the other ones I can eat. So, but the critters eat it. You know, I did that one day. I already told you about this. You know, I ate the topping off and I threw half a crust out there, and it was gone. They ate it. So I got some serious critters out there that I eat, like bread. And I have no idea. That's why I really want to get a camera out there so I can see what's going on. Because I think I would start leaving my light on like a lot of the people are doing, just to keep it lit up. And a lot of times my neighbor leaves the light on, but he ain't. You can't count on him for nothing. Half the time he has it on, half the time he don't. Then he has it on all day when he ain't in that. Because that's my light. I'm paying the bill on that light. He says it ain't, but when his lights was off, that light was on. And he couldn't understand that. And he thinks the lights in the basement are his. And, you know, when the lights was off, they were still on, you know. So there ain't nothing in this house downstairs that has anything to do with him. In the basement included. Because I'm paying the dryer, I'm paying the washer. You know, that's all on my bill. But anyway, I think we're getting along. Then I just get, you know, he's so messy. I get irritated with the not cleaning out the dryer vent. And I get irritated with him just leaving junk down there. How hard is it just put it in the... But I'm going to throw it all away. And he's got what the dog played with. He's got it piled up at the corner of the house. Looks like hell. I'm just going to throw them away. And I'm probably going to do it in the morning. Because I got that bag and I'm just going to throw everything in it. And if it ain't pouring. But I followed everybody tonight. Everybody had their can out there. I just followed the gang, you know. I'm checking my battery here. Battery full. Yeah, it's all so good. It really is so good. It's so great. I got this incredible. I've been calling it my castle. It is my castle. I feel like it is my castle. More than anything I've ever had. It just feels. You know, I thought I would get. I don't know. Thought I'd have to have somebody living with me or something, but I really don't want nobody living with me. I really don't. And in prison, you think all this stuff that you're gonna need a woman, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that. And it's all different. Being pregnant with a baby with a fatal condition. That ain't good. She reminds me of Patty Stanko. Her face does. Wish I could just show you what I'm talking about. But I can't move nothing. I got everything kind of wired in place. Wow. I keep forgetting to look for bookends. I should punch that in on Amazon and see what they got. I know they sure let me down. They let me down on the pipe tobacco, though. They let me down. But, anyway, what time is it to be in? I love it. You know, the clocks. I do. I like having my clocks. I do. And now this one I can hit the button on the light. I like it. I like it. I do like that. But I always refrain from using the light because of the battery in prison. You know, because it's got to use a battery. You know, and I just felt that I didn't have to use it. I got a couple years out of it, almost 3 years out of it. Over 3 years. Yeah, over 3 years. That's pretty good. Because I did use it every now and then. But anyway, the thing lost 2 minutes. And it didn't lose no more. It kept the accurate time. But it's Timex probably got probably if I would have read the manual, it would probably tell you if it loses 2 minutes, get a battery in it, fool. But I just left it alone. And it went, then it just dies. No more warning. It just dies. But it did give you a warning with 2 minutes. And I've always liked Timex. And I kept the band. I took the band and everything off when I took it to Walmart. And I washed it up good so it'd be clean. I even soaked the band in a dish of Dawn while I was gone. So I got the band and everything all good. So it ain't no junk anyway. It was, like I say, it was the most expensive watch in the 17 Access catalog in 17. Did I say 17 Access catalog? Then say 17 again? Yeah, I do stuff like that. I'm kind of a mess. I do wish I could back this up and just check and see what I do, where I want to be, you know, what I want to do, or what I have said. But I am getting very satisfied with my office. I'll be very satisfied when I get these pictures I got on my phone now. I can put this back in my pocket. Although I am getting ready to get out of these because I just was watching Mom, and she kind of favors the woman from Mom's. You know, now they got about the same color hair. Boy, she's good. She's a good actress, Katie Seagal. It's a good show. Blue Bloods and Rebel. Kind of like my favorite, kind of like them the best. But Blue Bloods, I don't know. I like that show. But this is new here. This just came out. I think this is the 4th episode. I think one week they did an encore of the first episode. And I like it. But anyway, my dear people, you know, Bohattie. Oh, I don't know what to think about Bohattie. I get so worried about her. You know, she's given up so much already. And I think about her dog Link, and I forgot little one's name. It's something with an A. It starts with an A. Because I called her Maisie. That's Burger's dog. But boy, that's a beautiful dog. I got a picture of the head of her. You know, Ashley sent me a selfie with the dog's head on it. I should get a picture of that and put it on in a frame. I should do that. Because it's getting obvious she ain't coming up here to do a selfie with me. And that was supposed to happen the 9th of January. But, oh, I don't know. I could get that picture. That would be a nice picture to have in the frame. A little frame, like I got Debbie. That would be a nice picture. Have on my desk. I could have a few pictures. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, great. It's also very good. Well, I got an hour and a half again. I always do that. I say I'm going to stop and I keep on going and I end up with an hour and a half after all. But it don't matter. I don't think. I don't think it matters. Oh, I do feel good on here though. And I think I'm doing the right thing. Even though I don't know what I'm doing. It bear with me. You know, I say that a lot. Last couple videos I've been saying, bear with me. Stay with me. Because I really believe it's coming. You know, I believe this is gonna happen. And I have no idea how. But everything's in place. Everything's in place. You know, the women are in place. They are in place. I think I've met them all. I really do. And ran up to the vice president. I haven't met her, but I've seen her enough on TV to be able to talk to her. And it's like Betty Montgomery. I used to follow her. I don't know, Protsmith. That was the one I couldn't think of with Callahan. And Protsman or Protsman from Allen. She was a lieutenant in the hole. And then now she's a captain. She moved up to be a captain. And I called her the redneck woman. And I vaguely remember her having a ring on her finger. So she is, something's going on with her because she had it on this finger. And Protsman. I got a letter I wrote to her. It's in my paperwork. And we had a couple dealings when I was there in 15. I forget how it went. But she'd make a good warden. Boy, they got nice cars. Now they got a little, I think it's a Porsche. Now he's getting in her Bronco. Oh, he's just getting something out of it. But he's got I think it's a 70 Chevy Chevelle SS. I think it's a Porsche. But this is her latest husband, the one she's talking to now. And it's a funny show. It's got a lot of drama and a lot of comedy, and she must have got I don't know what she's doing. Oh well. My videos are kind of they are kind of one of a kind. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this on anywhere. I've never seen anything like this, you know. And I keep on going. I just keep on going. And I say, bear with me, hang out, don't give up. And I just, I don't know. I think it's all gonna be good. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Stop recording. Hit that little right straight down, and then just stop. It's it's such a beautiful thing, you know. To I can't explain it, but just the amount of time, you know, 9 months, a little over 9 months, and didn't think of a year ago. Yeah, incredible. But anyway, beautiful people. I do feel I got a lot of beautiful people throughout my life. But I'm gonna go. I really am gonna go.